Hello YouTube and welcome to Chef Lethal Plays Path of Exile slow walkthrough series. I'm Chef Lethal. Let's get started. I want to address something really quickly. This is episode 34 and I just uploaded the extra video explaining some of my audio concerns. It's November 30th right now. So from that video I listened to it and it's still pretty quiet. So I boosted my audio outputs just a little bit more. Hopefully that comes across a little bit better. I'll do the same thing with this one. I will go through and edit this down, upload it, do everything, and then listen to it on my same headset just to see how it goes. I need to boost anything else. But I have a little bit available time to record right now, so let's continue on and do what we need to do. Looks like we need to travel to the forest, through the forest, get to Mervale's Caverns. So let's go do that. We don't have any gear to look at, we don't have anything to upgrade. We are going to go straight to the southern forest and get busy. No, we're not like having intercourse, we're getting busy in the game. Come on, people. Alright, always make sure we put our Righteous Fire on, and we're going into the Cavern of Anger. Right? Is that what it said? I looked away right when I was reading it. Yeah, it's right there. Hello. The Cavern of Anger. I want to say that this is maybe the last quest of Act 6. Right? We're in Act 6? Yep.
The Grand King, his time has almost come. Then hope will be... I will be gone. Please, take the black flag. It once fluttered from the mast of the Black Crest, Whalem Roth's ship. Throw it into the flames of the beacon. It's your only chance of reaching me, of turning this tide. The king can't keep secrets.
Her mouth
like this from
isn't
me any
opening
longer.
and closing.
It's just the way it
Game
is.
unplayable. Yep, so this is the last quest of Act 6. We're just going to keep on doing what we're doing. Yes. So today, you won't see this because it's December 23rd, supposedly, according to my upload schedule. But today, in real life, is when Grinding Gear Games, or GGG, will be announcing the details and release date for the new Affliction League that's coming up. By the time you watch this, I will already be playing it, so kind of exciting. I'm gonna throw down some traps and open up Strongbox. I did a flammability and a wave of conviction. We're gonna look and see. I'll check the scepter. Okay, over here we have a new game mechanic. I'm gonna clear the area before I stop to explain it. We're not gonna do it, but I just want to explain it. Alright, this is good enough. So we're over here, we have Gwenin.
You there, local, come here. I bet a yokel like yourself would be eager.
Yeah, we're not gonna do this. So she is
Need something?
What's the name of their country? They're like Calruian or something like that. Anyway, there's a few of them, and basically what you do is there are these chests here, unearthed remnants, and they each will have a downside and an upside. So what you end up doing, you're given these dynamites, these explosives, and you place the... I can show you actually. I can show you this part. We're not going to do the thing, but you would place your explosive. It gives you a little radius, and all of the little skulls are monster, like it'll spawn monsters. There are these big skulls up here that represents tougher monsters, or you could have it explode in these unearthed remnants, which will tell you that this one in particular, monsters penetrate 15% fire resistance, but any runic monsters, which are spawned from these big skulls, have a 35% chance to drop additional stacked deck, which are basically like random stacks of divination cards that you can get in the game. And these can be incredibly rewarding, but also incredibly dangerous. Particularly, some of these, you have to pay attention to what some of the downsides are for these remnants. Because, like this one, let's see if we can find another one. This one has a ton, you have to really look at it. This one, the monsters take less damage. They can be immune to damage. So if you were to pick one of these and it said, like, monsters are immune to fire damage, you're screwed. You gotta run away. You cannot do anything because all we do is deal fire damage. And then as you place down...
Try to go as far as you can with the detonation cord.
Yeah, don't listen, that doesn't matter. As you place down your detonators, you get a little icon over here that you can see your modifiers. So you can place all of your dynamite and then look and see, you know, do you have monsters are immune to fire or do something crazy. The detonations go off in a chain, so we just place the one like here. The next one, it can only go a certain amount of distance, like this is as far as I can go away from the first one that I placed. Can't go down here. I can go right here.
Further!
Right.
Keep going! Away
Then
from me.
I can do all the way over here. Let's do this one, just for demonstration. Let me do this one and do this one. You can
All placed.
undo.
Shall we light it up?
You can undo your placement, and it will undo them all. And then basically what happens is they go off in a chain. So the very first one will explode, boom, and then these monsters will come out. You know, whatever happens, we'll get these effects. And then, boom, the next one will explode. And then, boom, the next one explodes. So every subsequent explosion monsters get any of these effects that have already been exploded. So let's just say, for instance, we explode this one. Monsters get all this. And then there's an explosion here. Boom. All the monsters that spawn here will get those same effects. And then, boom, monsters spawn, or monsters over here explode. They get the same effects. And then the last detonator was over here. So then the monsters from this last explosion only will also get, they penetrate 15% fire resistance. So this is a pretty small area, so it's pretty easy, but it can be really, really deadly, and it can get real dicey real quick. But I don't really want to get into this right now. We'll do this later in the game, but it can be a lot of fun. It can be very profitable later in the game. You can get some good items. But like I said, we're going to focus on the campaign right now and finishing up Act 6. I'm going to use this passive point. I don't recall where we have to go, actually. I don't remember. I wonder if it's Retribution. I'm going to skip it for right now then, because I don't have Path of Building open. Because I had to restart my computer, because if you know, I've been troubleshooting some audio issues. So let's get in here, hit the waypoint, and let's try to find the ending. We're making good progress, I admit. This is going quicker than I thought it was going to. Alright, so remember we've got some sulfite there, I see it. We're in Nico. Nico is going to come visit us and be super happy. I like delve, so I want to make sure that I pick these up.
Another good find.
I love this. Ooh, another gem cutter's prism. Good things are happening here.
Another good find.
Shrine here. Increased armor, evasion, and energy shield. Alright, oh. Our health was getting low there. I think I had bleed there. I think I was bleeding, so the damage was hitting us pretty hard. Love that. Let me kill all these guys. And, oh, no. Let me kill these sea witches first. Now, let's see. Fire trap. Let me just do everything. And keep moving. Grab the divination card, of course. Mutation. You notice some of the early currency is dropping in stacks of multiples. It's our first orb of scouring, so I need to explain that when we get back to town. Maybe even a little beforehand. Open up the strongbox. It's going really well that we're getting a lot of early currency. As we start to get introduced to new currencies, we're getting more and more of the older stuff, which is nice.
I cannot do this yet.
Alright, we're getting... Once you see these pillars, you know you're going in the right way. We got to go up these stairs. I'll grab this crafting recipe. Kill all these monsters. Now you see the exclamation point over there, so you know we gotta go there. Warp right up here, grab the rogue markers. I'll explain. Well, it'll be useful for our later playthrough. Alright, so we've got beacons that we have to do, and we saw these in the first labyrinth, the first Lord's Labyrinth. So go in here, and then monsters are gonna start spawning in. You can leave the aura if you want to, but the beacon will start to backtrack. There are no traps, but just monsters that are going to come and give you a hard time. The ranged ones are probably going to give us the most problems, but you can throw some traps, get close to them. Melee ones I'm not terribly worried about because they'll just come to us and we just watch them die. And then we'll have another one of these beacons to do on the other side of this tower. You can see the exclamation point already. So this totem is done. Make sure it goes all the way in before you move on. Can't use the ignition switch yet because we need to put the other beacon in place. Lightning Storm, one of my least favorite enemy skills. It's really annoying. Grab this extra XP. We're about to level up again. And we'll start moving on the second totem here. Grab the levels up on these skills. Oops, I frost blinked out of there. Did not mean to do that. I'm just out of range. I can just park it right here for a bit. There it goes. Oopsies, did it again. Hitting the wrong key. I'm also inadvertently picking up a lot of things I don't really mean to. Okay, we got that. And it's going in. Okay, now we can come up here to the ignition switch. Pull the lever cronk. The beacon is lit. Now we have to touch the beacon. And this changes to blood, apparently. Alright, now it's nighttime. Waylon Roth is over here. That's the beacon. The beacon to tell us, you know, for our rescue. And you know what? I'm going to open up Path of Building real quick before I talk to Waylon, because he's going to transport us to the Act Boss. I want to make sure we're topped up. Okay, it's loaded. Let me go back. I wonder why my other one keeps loading up instead of this one. We are level 40 to 60, right? Yeah, we're 56. And it looks like I need this whole circle here. Yep, extra area of effect. Okay, we are... I could go find some monsters and push up to level 57, but we're already... Oh boy, quite a bit higher.
So you're the shite that's gone and summoned me to the beacon, hey?
Yeah,
Damn it.
that's not a very nice thing to say, so we're going to sail to the Brine
Don't
King's Reef. This is another multi-stage fight that we're going to do. But we have to get to... We're at the reef, we have to get to the boss area. Grab the waypoint. Let me check my inventory too. Oh boy, inventory is packed. Okay, the Brine King is one of those fights where I'm not really a huge fan. Kind of obnoxious.
I cannot do this yet.
There's our level up. Okay, I forgot that there's a ton of monsters here, so we're okay. As far as getting our level up. So, oh, there we go. Speaking of level up, let's go ahead and grab the extra damage. It's going to help us out quite a bit against the Brine King. If I'm not mistaken, the Brine King is our first major god that we'll get in our pantheon. Get out of those orbs. That will hurt you. Throw some traps, this guy's tough. Okay. Where do we want to go? Hit a Quicksilver and run over here. Oopsies. Oh, dang it. Keep hitting the wrong keys. Looking. Wonder... there's no indication. We can't use the area map as an indicator of where to go. I'm just going to keep running around. It's going to be on the edge. So just keep that in mind. But this guy's hexproof. That is killing us. Whoa. Okay, something is hurting me quite a lot. I'm going to ignore this guy. My health was draining, and I don't know why. Probably some interaction with his modifiers. There's no shame in tactfully retreating. Superior Arcane Surge, I'll take it. Flasks are fully up again, so that's good. I think we're close. We're getting to a lot of the shipwrecks. Where are you? Oh. Whoa. Did I need a ruby flask? I don't remember. Going towards the entrance, that's not... Where is it? Where's the exit? I'm gonna check over here. Gotta be over here, right? Oops, I'm hitting the wrong key. There's an abyss here. I'm gonna skip it. We don't really need it right now. I just want to... There it is. Alright, there it is. So before we go fight the boss, I'm gonna drop off in town and level everything up. Okay. And I'm gonna drop everything in here. Road markers. This one's a stack. That's nice. Currency. Oh, Orb of Scouring. This will remove all modifiers from an item. These are really good. So this would, if I used it on my gloves here, it would bring them from the rare down to white. Completely white, no modifiers, no nothing. If it has an implicit, it cannot be used on corrupted items. If it has an implicit like this one, that will remain. The 30% increased elemental damage, that will stay. Everything else will go away. If I'm not mistaken on that last piece. I can actually test it on something. Garbage anyway. Let me just test it on something. There's no harm in doing that. We have items. Let's see, is this going to be any good for us? Intelligence, physical damage? No. So, I know we only got one, but there we go. So we are left with a Blood Scepter with 24% increased elemental damage. So now, if I wanted to, I could hit it with an Orb of Transmutation or an Orb of Alchemy if I wanted to. But I don't want to do that. We're just going to sell it. And I've got a jewel. It's probably no good. It's not good at all for us. Okay, now we're going to head back and beat the Brine King up and finish Act 6. Okay, there's Nessa. We're going to talk to her. Spoiler alert, she is going to betray us. And we are going to do stuff. Like fight a boss.
So strong. So dedicated. A man like you would never disappoint a lady in need. You're a gift, don't you see? A sumptuous feast for His Majesty on his wedding day.
What?
Really. We are both so touched by your generosity.
Oops. Oh boy. Alright, there's the Brine King. So he's undamageable, I think, during that phase, during this. Is he? I don't know. But we're just gonna do what we normally do, you know. He's got that attack. If he's gonna aggro on the golem, just light him on fire. Hit him with our curses and throw traps. He's gonna do this. Alright, so now in this phase, the waves are gonna come in. So you have to stay inside of the water. Don't get in the water area and don't get hit by that lightning. Watch out for that slam move. These waves are gonna hurt you. Right, he's going to go back in his shell and the waves are coming in, so just keep moving. Generally speaking, keep moving and you won't be in too much danger. He's gonna keep... As the fight progresses, the waves stay closer and closer, so you're gonna have to stay close to this guy. Or again with the lightning bolts, you get a little bit of time from where you see the mark to when it actually strikes. This is our last phase, and notice how tight the area is here, but he gets to go away. Bye-bye.
Born of ocean's mire, and death washed clean of dark desire. And thus the Lord of Salt and Scale sinks to...
And he's dead, and we get our first major god. You cannot be stunned if you've been stunned. If you've been stunned or blocked a stunning hit in the last 2. We'll grab that. And now we gotta go talk to Whalem.
How did you?
Okay, and
Hold on,
sail
Jacob.
to the bridge encampment. And we've got Whalem here.
What do I do now? Now.
Okay,
Fair
we can
winds,
talk
said
to
Judgy.
Sin. And we're here. So we made it. We made it to Act 3. So that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Like I mentioned earlier, I will listen to this and adjust audio as necessary. But yeah, all the links are down below, and I will see you next time.